Hello everyone, nice to meet you all. It's really nice to have you visiting this YouTube channel. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mindy Rahayu. I am the eMBA student of IPMI International Business School, class 2023. Today, I would like to give you a brief of my journey on corporate finance class under the tutelage of Professor Engineer Roy Sembel, MBA, PhD, CSA, CIV, CIM. In this course, objective during 8 weeks of learning consists of the course of financial management, capital budgeting, investment strategy, capital structure, corporate restructuring, including fraud risk management, the international finance, and the last is event analysis, where we review the financial event happens industry, such as IPO, dividend, such a thing. But the main goal of this course is to equip students with problem-solving skill in finance from the point of view management, or we can say the internal, and investor as an external. A learning method that we learned from Professor Roy is we have to actively engage, we participate in every discussion and don't hesitate to ask or answer. And the most important is it's okay to make mistake. Professor Roy really encouraged us, the student, to be actively engaged in discussion and discuss among the class. And as I mentioned, he will emphasize that it's okay to make mistake as long as you learn from it. And mistakes are a proof that you are trying harder beyond your comfort zone. Okay, and in this initial course, we learn about the financial management that consists of capital structure, working capital management, asset structure, revenue management, cost management, cash flow management, growth management, and risk management. In this subject, numbers of figures are playing important roles, but however, the story and the people behind the numbers are equally, or if not more important, because it consists of principal agent problem, corporate governance, stakeholder conflict of interest, and ethical behavior. So overall, few in this subject is to optimize coordination of internal and external financial resources toward significant and sustainable value creation. Next course is we learn about capital budgeting. What is capital budgeting? Capital budgeting is a planning process for investment in a long-term asset. For example, if you want to buy a new building at price like 30 billion rupees, you should ask yourself, will this investment give an added value? How much is the return? And what is the risk of this investment? So the concept of capital budgeting are estimate expected future cash flow, evaluate the project based on evaluation criteria, make decision whether the project is bad or good. If there are two or more projects, it can be like mutually exclusive. You should choose only one perhaps, and others is independent, like you should choose the good project. And the method within this capital budgeting is included payback period, net present value, profitability index, and the last internal rate of return. The next subject is we are learning about investment strategy. There are two types of investing, like passive investing and active investing, but both has the same concept, which is buy lower and sell higher. But there are different steps in the process. While passive investing just follow the market, the active investing, they usually consider the fundamental analysis, technical analysis, market and investor sentiment, like return or risk, that kind of thing. The next course, we also learn about capital structure. What is capital structure? Capital structure is the process to analyze how company finance their operation through the mix of various sources of funds, including debt and equity. There are two main theories in this lecture. First is Modigliani and Miller, or M theory, which say that the value of a firm is independent of its capital structure. In other words, in perfect capital market, the cost of equity and debt and the overall value of the firm are unaffected by how the firm is financed. The second theory is trade-off theory. We call it. It takes into account the real-world imperfection, such as taxes, bankruptcy costs, agency costs, and asymmetric information. The optimal capital structure varies across companies and industries based on their specific characteristic, risk tolerance, and growth prospect. In short, this explores the optimal combination of debt and equity that a company should use to finance its investment and operation to achieve the highest value for its shareholder. The capital structure of a firm has a significant impact on its overall financial health, risk profile, cost of capital, and potential for growth. Still continue about the corporate restructuring. There are reasons why corporate doing this restructuring. First is to stop the bleeding, financial restructuring, temporary pivoting, strategic realigning, redefining core business, and last perhaps to put new ways of doing business. Okay, in here the corporate restructuring, the companies should do like in the capital structure by lower debt to equity ratio, working a capital management, like review the permanent versus non-permanent current asset, choice of working capital financing, and in terms of asset structure, probably there need to reduction of fixed asset ratio. In the revenue management, should choose the higher portion of recurring revenue, and in the cost management, should do the lower fixed cost portion perhaps, and for the cash flow management, should focus on 5 principles of cash management. And growth management, they should focus on organic and partnership growth. The last one is in the risk management, of course, the company should lower risk appetite. We also learn about fraud risk management. Here in the international, we usually heard about the financial shenanigan. What is financial shenanigan? It's an action or omission designed to hide or to distort the real financial performance or financial condition of a company. There are 7 how to learn to detect or identify if the financial fraud happened. First is recording revenue too soon. The activity recording revenue too soon. Why? Because sometimes they like probably their activity to shipping the goods before the sales is confirmed, and record the revenue when important uncertainty exists, like probably the payment term is not there yet, and the other option perhaps recording revenue when future services are still due. The second is recording bogus revenue. Third, boosting income with one-time gains, shifting current expense to a later or earlier period, failing to disclose all the liabilities, shifting current income to a later period, and last probably shifting future expenses into current. Okay, and the last of our course journey, we learn about efficient market theory. Here, Professor Roy introduced us with the financial expert, that is Eugene Fama, which is famous in the early 1960s. Who invented the hypothesis, the efficient market hypothesis, which he said is the market is based on three main things, which is the weak form efficient market, semi-strong form efficiency, plus is strong form efficiency. The weak form efficient market, all past market data, including price and volume information, is already reflected in the current stock prices. This means that historical price pattern or trends cannot be used to predict future price movement or generate abnormal returns. While in semi-strong form efficiency extends the idea of weak form efficiency by stating that all publicity available information, including finance statement, news, and other non-confidential data, is quickly and accurately reflected in security price. As a result, fundamental analysis and the study of public information cannot consistently generate excess return. While third, strong firm efficiency. This hypothesis contends that all information, whether it is publicly available or privately held, like insider information, is fully and evenly reflected in security prices. If markets are strong firm efficient, no individual or group of investors can consistently outperform the market by trading based on inside information. And summary, last summary of this course is we expected all the students are be able to explain important financial management decision and interlink them, apply financial management decision in making tools in analyzing financial decision, explore and evaluate opportunities to create financial value to the firm and investor, utilize logic of corporate finance to improve participant decision in other business related situations. And the last one is, of course, to demonstrate ability to discuss a structured way the hot issue that emerge in the business or the finance media. Okay, I think that's completion or a little peek of our journey on corporate finance class under the tutelage of Professor Roy Sembel, which was very insightful and enriching our knowledge on financial business. Should you interested to gain more knowledge, please don't hesitate to contact IPMI Business School for enrollment detail info immediately. Thank you for watching and have a good day to you all. Bye-bye.